Hello, hello. Happy Monday, June 22nd, 2026. How is everybody? I'm a little early today. My color seems a little off today. There we go. A little early today because Lisa is on her way home. So I've done all my morning tasks. I've got a bunch of pens we got to test today. And then one more I want to, couple more that I want to take apart. And then I'm going to head home and get my ride in and get things situated at the house. So she will be. It looks like, and if you've never tracked a flight before, flightradar24.com is really awesome. You can just put in the airline and the flight number, and you can see where it is. The plane is on the globe with the estimated time of arrival, and they're supposed to get in at 4:10, but it looks like the flight is coming in at about 40 minutes early, so about 3:30 ish. And then of course they've got a 3+ hour drive home, so I expect 7 or 8 o'clock. We'll probably stop for dinner, I'm sure. But anyway, I gotta get the man cave situated for you're on the road, back on the road back to California. So it's not too bad, I was doing my thing for the week, and that was that. So how was everybody's weekend? Anything exciting? Father's Day was yesterday. Mine was pretty uneventful. Saturday did a long ride, 7+ hours. And when I added in my commute to the shop in the morning, I got to 99.1 miles on the bike on Saturday. Had I known that, I probably would have gone that extra 9/10 of a mile to hit 100, but it is what it is. So that was my fun and excitement. I wanted to do one nice long ride while Lisa was gone, unfortunately or unfortunately, I guess, depending how you look at it, we had Pen Club yesterday, so my normal long ride day is Sunday, because Saturday is go to the shop, do things at the shop for a couple hours, and you run some errands, and and then but if you want to do an 8-hour ride, it's you really kind of have to start early in the morning. And I didn't get my ride started until noonish, and I've been walking every day in the evenings after my ride, and by the time I got done riding, it was dark out. So there was none of that. But anyway, so we're back at the shop today. Bunch of stuff went out. There was, for whatever reason, there was no pickup on Saturday, and there was no pickup on Friday, of course, for Juneteenth. But there was no pickup on Saturday. My regular carrier was off, and nobody stopped by to pick it up. So if you had something ordered, it did go out today. I did talk to her and tell her, listen, man, it is what it is, but you got to stop in. I was here well within the time frame of when they usually come. Well before, and they should have been here by 11:30. So anyway, it's all out now. All except for the last orders that came in the last hour are out. So, all right, might be a quiet day today just because we're early. My buddy is not joining us in the chat today. David is out doing pen stuff. Colin, hello. How are you? Kathleen, you worked all weekend. You'll be off for a Madison fountain pen group on Saturday. Oh, okay, cool, cool. Yeah, we had a meeting, but there's no, when we don't have a topic and nobody suggests anything, it's really hard to, we just kind of shoot the breeze, which is fine, but I'd like to kind of know what's going on before I do it. So we've got an idea for a July meeting. I just need to propose it to the group. But you'll have fun. You'll have fun. I'd like to get down to that Madison group sometime, but it just never seems to be the time to do it. Or when I have time to do it, it's not the weekend that the meeting is, So anyway. All right, let's take a look at what we got on the bench. Let's get this done so I can get out of here. Let's do these first. These are some client pens, a couple of touchdowns. These should be easy peasy. Test these, clean them up, ship them out. It's a nice weekend aside from the funeral. You chalked that seller down on the Eggins Hambler set? Nice. And then another one shows up on the Facebook group, right? That model hard rubber piece. I'm just shocked at the number of people who think, like, yeah, I'm just gonna, this model hard rubber pen, yeah, I'm gonna buy it and scrap the nib. I mean, what a nice piece that was. Like, any modeled hard rubber pen is worth saving. Yeah, it was a neat pen. What are these people thinking? I might nope out of that group pretty soon because I get so frustrated with what goes on there. There was a thread on somebody trying to tell people to use a watch tool to increase flow on nibs. I mean, what on earth is that? Not a good idea. Yeah, no. Or the number of people that just, I think some people just feel like they have to, they want to be heard. That clip looks like a Conway Stewart, therefore it must be a Conway Stewart. So that would, I might as well put that in, I might as well comment on that. If you don't know, within some shadow of a doubt, it's almost better that you don't post. But such is the mystery of social media, I suppose. Well, this is a nice pen. So I'm having an existential crisis. There's a desk set that I don't have in my master list of Esterbrook desk sets that is bidding out today. And it's not terribly expensive. It's in the $50 range, but it's like more than I want to pay for it. I've never seen it before. And then of course it's like something ridiculous, like $11 shipping or something. Although I take that back. Because that's not fair. Because I shipped a package today, a 2-pound package today to Washington State was $18. $18. Priority mail. Box. non-flat rate, because it wouldn't fit in a flat rate. $18, and whatever change. Crazy. So I guess $11 is not a terrible price, but I get it. Nobody wants to pay shipping, but Derek and Louise, how you doing, man? How you doing? My problem is I actually won an auction for something else last week, and I have not received the invoice for it from the auction company. And I don't even want to guess what the invoice is. It's the buyer's premium. Now people want to complain about eBay fees. This auction company charged 31.3%. I think it was 31 point something, 31.3% buyer's premium. So that much at least I can calculate. I am sure the shipping is going to be and it's coming from the Netherlands, so I'm sure shipping is going to be outrageous. You recover from the show? Anyone in from Maine? I'm early today, so unexpectedly, I'm even earlier than when my announcement said it was going to go out. So he probably hasn't checked in yet. Hey, Fuzzy. Yeah, earlier stream today. Lisa's coming home. Coming home tonight, so I want to make sure I get home and get all my stuff done and be ready for when she comes in. Give her help with, her luggage, and I want to get these pens tested and get these, especially these two. I want to get on their way to back to their owner. So earlier, and who knows how long it's going to be. But we got a bunch of pens to put together, so that at least we can test them. That's not too mind-numbing. You hope they had fun? Yeah, it sounds like a cool trip. Yeah, I mean, it was. I guess it was not without some drama. But I think they got things worked out. There were some, anytime you have a group of people that go on a trip overseas to somewhere they've never been, it incites is an opportunity for problems to arise. We saw it when we went to Tokyo. Not everybody wants to do the same things in the same time frame at the same speed. And trying to block out every minute of every day with some kind of activity doesn't always work for everybody. And I think that's a problem anytime you have a big group. Anything over 2 people, I think. 2 people you can say, hey, but do you want to do this? No, I don't want to do this. Good, and that's it. But it didn't sound like there was a whole lot of free time incorporated into the schedule. It was, and I don't really know, but that's kind of the gist that I get. There was a lot of castles, and there was, a lot of things to look at. I mean, they were putting in, from what Lisa told me, 20,000 steps a day. And it was unseasonably hot. Apparently, she is wickedly sunburned. Yeah, big age range in the group too. Yeah, so like, um, my daughter is 31, and then there were some other cousins I think might be slightly younger, and Lisa's aunt is 90. So at least 60 years spread. Did she find any pens for me? Well, she says no. Well, one of the first things they saw when they landed was a stationery store because they were walking outside and they saw a big Schaefer sign, and so they took a picture of that. And then they went in, and then there was also sitting outside the. I don't know if that was that building or another shop that they went to. There was a big a Danish Mont Blanc, a coral red Danish Mont Blanc pen, a huge thing, like 4 or 5 feet tall, hanging outside the building. Um, it has a modern stationery. They went to a couple antique shops apparently, and nothing but Royal Copenhagen. I mean, it's like Royal Copenhagen threw up, but of course they're in Copenhagen, so of course, right? Um, so I think if she'd had seen something, I mean, she knows enough. She knows more than she lets on. But I think if she had seen something, she would have texted me. What should we get? Do you want this for you? Do you want this for to restore to resell? What do you want? So I really don't think she found any pens for me. She bought me a baseball cap, which is cool. It had a little bike on it. It says Denmark. And apparently a couple other things, but she won't tell me what they are, which is fine. But I don't think she got any pens. How awesome would it be if they came back with a desk set? Yeah, so Pinal made that desk set that looks like the Esterbrook Durez Diplos set that I have to have. How I'm gonna ever find one, I have no idea. Is there a Danish eBay or a Danish market? But I need to know more information on. Did they license that from Esterbrook? Did they make it for Esterbrook? What's the situation there? So, we'll find out. Hope everything tidy and takeout boxes hidden. Actually, we had some. Lisa actually made some a couple of meals, and they were in the fridge, and I actually didn't have to cook like all week. A little bit like on the weekend, kind of ran out, but she made. I had oatmeal for breakfast. She pre-makes oatmeal for me. A couple of dinners. We had some leftovers already in the fridge. So I really didn't have to I didn't really have to think about food while she was gone. I made a pizza one night just because the pizza was kind of looking a little sketchy on the bottom of the freezer. So it's not too bad. I just want to, maybe, make the bed, vacuum or something. I don't know. We'll see. Cats get hair everywhere, so. But yeah, if she pulled off buying a pen or, heaven forbid, a desk set, she can't keep a secret to save her life. She's done it a couple times and she's done it exceptionally well, but I don't think she did it this time. I mean, she hid pens in my sock drawer once for my birthday. She hid pens in the top of the one of the coolers, a soda cooler that we have. We take around when we go traveling and stuff. She hid a pen in there once from me. But I don't think I think she would have texted me and said, "Hey, listen, this is more than I want to buy. Which one do you want?" Kind of thing. But you'll find out tomorrow. You'll find out tomorrow. This is a nice writing pen. Got an extra fine nib. Yeah, if they make a Legacy in this color, how great would that be? The new Legacy? Mm, what a great color. Yeah, she came back. She was actually, she was, the way she was talking was, at the end of the week, she was a little worried that she was going to have to buy another suitcase. So I don't know what that means. Like what? I don't really know what she brought, what she's bringing back, other than a baseball cap for me. I know she bought something for Lindsay for her birthday, which was earlier a couple weeks ago. But I mean, not taking up a whole lot. I think she bought a spoon rest. I mean, you know, things that you do in Denmark. I'm gonna let's spin these first, and then I'm gonna seal them up, and then we got more pens to test. I love this electric salad spinner. It is awesome. See proof. Uh, okay. Seal those up. Is that a Sailor ink? No, this is a Sailor 20 mil bottle, and this is my thread sealant because it has a little bit wider opening on it. Not quite enough. It's just a nice bottle. A little wider base than what was on my previous bottle. Oh, goodness. Thank you. Anyone recommend a good flex ink? Your new Magna Carta railroads like a hobo. Well, unfortunately, that's sort of been my experience with Magna Carta, and is that the feeds are maybe not the best in the world. I don't think it's the ink. If it doesn't work with something like Waterman, it's probably not the ink. All right, so those two are good. Turn this off. Let me my heat again. All right. Looks like we did sack a couple of these last time. Helping out my turn back in a bit. All right, sounds good. Thanks, Fuzzy. Yeah, pretty much, if something doesn't write with Waterman's ink, then something's wrong with the pen. Or you could be pressing too hard. All right, we'll see. This was what? This is a Saul's, I think, huh? Yeah, Saul's. I mean, it's nothing too special, but it's kind of cute. Mm. Provided I can get the section, it's kind of cute. I'm gonna come around to the button fillers last. I love these orange Schaefers. I don't know what it is about them. It's not quite right. A little bit off. Little. These all going to be difficult to get in today? All right. One down, 4 more to go. It might take the whole day just to get these together and tested. Love me a good hanging pressure bar. All right. Last one. I don't know that I like that all that well, but we'll see how it works. I guess I better start in order. We'll start with the shavers. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, we can't have that. Right tine is just a little bit. Are the ladies back from the trip? No, not yet. They're over Canada right now. They're going to be landing in about an hour and a half, and then they've got another 3-hour drive home. That's my early schedule today. I don't know. They're still in the air. Yeah, I'll probably get the vacuum cleaner out. I did a little cleanup this morning. It's not like I make a mess, you know. Getting better. Say the cats missed him and went on a wrecking spree. Yeah, her cat, because we each have a cat. Her cat has been insufferable the last couple of days. Just won't stop talking all the time. Meow, 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 meow. Nib is just not. It's straight now. Not much I'll give it. Just don't like this nib. Really close, but it's not. There we go. This one looks like it's going to be an extra fine. It's not bad. Thank goodness. Fills nicely. All right, next up with the button fillers. Like this. Someone gets older a week from today and it's not you. Just hope it's an uneventful day. That's all I care about. I'm to use the torture device. Oh, that, yeah. Uh, I really need to make something that is like a handle that seems better. That you can use to pull out buttons. I have ideas for good tools, but I'm not a tool maker, so. So we're gonna have to seal this up. Nothing too exciting about this. But I really like how it feels, so. Yeah, now I don't have a lathe, yeah. I've been promised that if I want one, I could have one back by DC. Yeah, I don't like this one. We need to swap out that. Well, this actually goes for this. This goes on there, yeah. That pressure bar is bent. Now this is nice, yeah. I did visit the lathe. Saw it 2 weeks ago in its new home. Any more interesting Cardinal contest submissions come in? Trying to think. We had quite a number come in. I've been setting them aside for Lisa so that she can see them when they come. I need a Parker converter here. Hang on, let me grab one of those. I had a submission come in today from an 8-year-old who drew a Cardinal. I thought that was kind of cute. And a couple of folks I saw in North Carolina. So that was fun. Ah, it's too, it doesn't fit that converter. Okay. I thought maybe this is an opportunity to get rid of the slide converter, but any converter fits this pen? It doesn't fit. That doesn't fit. This is cartridge only. I'll tell you what we're going to do. That doesn't work. Oh, there we go. Ah, push it down a little bit further. I don't want. Well, that one does fit. What model is this? It's like a What is wrong with this guy? Could be this converter is suspect. Oop. I'm going to dump this in the ultrasonic. No, there's chalk marks on there, but it's not like this is a $400 pen. This is a weird ring top special. I think that's what that's called. Extra fine nib. Nice. Fills well. Let's have a quick check of where Lisa is. Oh, timed out on me. Still over Canada. Another hour and 20 to go. Really need to post this. It's super short. Softness to this nib. Somebody at one point really polished the snot out of it, probably on a buffing wheel. All right, this one could go either way. Mm. Hard to fill from the bottle. Okay, so railroaded. That was all she wrote, as they say. There we go. Okay. So pretty broad and juicy, but once it railroads, it's not coming back to life unless you prime it. And that lever's a little bit loose in the box, but that was to be expected. All right, so this is a Waterman 3. At least if I need pens from me, or is it a secret until she gets back? She says she did not, and I kind of believe her that she didn't. I suspect if she did, she would have. She would have said something. Stub nib. A little bit of softness to it. Super nice. Cat band needs a little cleaning up, but other than that, that's a good looking pen. That writes nice. I found that in the parts bin. Hey Gary, how's everything down down under? I'm almost done watching the ladies' Juro. I watched 3 complete stages on Saturday. While I was doing my ride. A bit cold. I'm gonna move. This guy. All right, we'll spin these out. You've been playing with the SIG nib. Well, then Audrey did, I presume. card is signed by her. Very smooth around. Yeah, she just. I'm just amazed. I mean, that was not her. Not her line of business when I first met her. She was, the spouse of a pen collector. I wonder what happens. All right. Well, this is really tight. All right, we're going to set this one aside too. I just don't know. Oh. It's peed all over the tray. Let's see. Let's find a place for that. All right, so those kind of pass. Let's see how this one writes. This is that wall desk pen. That'll work. Just got a text from Lisa. Is she now? Oh, almost in the United States. She's just over, getting close to Sault Ste. Marie. ETA 3:43 p.m. Central. For a second there, I thought I saw a spider on my desk. I really hope it wasn't. All right. That'll make a nice desk pen for somebody. Needs a little bit. A little bit of polish on this front piece here. There we go. Taper on it. I do love these walls because they're just so long. They're so long. And then this beautiful base. I mean, you just can't go wrong with something like this. So, this'll go up. Well, depending on what happens tomorrow, but in theory, this will be photographed tomorrow, and this will be on the website by the end of the week. So, we got that done. Yeah, it's a super, and it's a nice writing, fine nib. All right, so we got that. We got those pens. I want to do one pen here. I'm gonna get this started. I don't know why I didn't start this before. But this clearly has not been started. It's a stub nib. Imperial. I don't know if you can see that. She's a stub, a nice stub. Sack protector is destroyed. You're signing off for the night and have a good time. Said welcome home to Lisa. I certainly will. Thank you. She's going to be exhausted, but she's going to be happy to be home. I know she is. Well, this sack is... Let's see if I can... Yeah, the trip went quick, didn't it? All right, first things first, this is just disgusting. I'm going to drop this in the ultrasonic. I don't think it's all completely cleaned out, but we're not going to get all the way on this today. I'm just going to get it started. I got kind of 1 foot out the door already today. There's the O-ring as hard as you can imagine it is. There we go. I'm going to soak the barrel too. Let's get the supplies out if nothing else. Oh, I'd like to know the history of this pen. Even the screw is nasty. Get a Skyline double desk set? Wow. Really? Wow. The matching calendar? That's cool. I like the sound of that. So I'm just going to keep picking away at this thing here until it comes out. So if I'm waiting for something, I'm just going to pick it up and give it a few minutes of love. But it's not something I want to be working on all the time. But if I do a little bit here and there, eventually it's going to... I wasn't expecting that. You can almost see right where the majority of the adhesive was applied because it just won't come out. You got to give the cat some attention. I hear that. I'm sure they've been told you're coming back. But cats don't seem to listen. All right. Gonna set that down. We'll come back to it tomorrow, or the next day, or someday after that. All we gotta do is make a little headway each day. Nib unit looks funky. This looks better. Yeah, so we had a stack corrupt or something on this thing. I got some of the stacks stuck in the end here. Just stab myself. All right, we're gonna have to look at that later. I'm sure it's all sorts of clogged up in there. And when you run into a touchdown that's, or a snorkel that's clearly leaked, you definitely want to clean out the barrel. Okay, so there was some gunk in there. I think what I'm going to do, clean this off. I'm going to let these parts dry, and then we'll come back to them tomorrow. All right. You kept getting photos of a cat sitting in front of your partner's monitor interrupting games. Pay attention to me. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, that one was a little more. That's going to be a little more complicated than I expected. I'm going to wait to put this O-ring in. There was still some debris in that channel. And sometimes it's just easier when, especially if you get it wet and you soak the barrel like I did. Sometimes it's hard to see what's actually in there until it's actually completely dry. So I'm going to let that sit. And then we're going to have to figure out what the heck we're going to do about this. Because it is stopped up. Maybe a Dr. G's soak, maybe. I don't know, but it's that probably won't even work because, well, we got to try something. It's just too nice of a nib to let sit. Yeah, we'll figure something out. We will figure something out. All right. Let's see here. One last check on Scandinavian cam here. And she is in U.S. airspace over Michigan as we speak, which is my cue to sign off and finish up my work and get home. So, and that's about all I have. I have the patience for today for some reason. I don't know. But anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in for this early edition. We'll be back to a normal schedule the rest of the week. Now that Lisa's back, and she'll be back to work tomorrow. So 2 to 5 tomorrow, 1 to 4-ish on Thursday, and then the podcast Thursday afternoon at 4:15, 4:30, and then nothing on Friday. So Wednesday 2 to 5. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Have a great rest of your afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. Be kind, be well, and we'll catch you tomorrow, right? Take care, everyone. Bye now.